Hi everyone, this is Chris Stewart here with training footage from July 10th, 2014. This is a morning training session. Today in training I did drop snatches, snatches with a pause below my kneecap, cleans with a pause below my kneecap, and then squats I think was what I did next on that. But this is a fairly long video, just an FYI. It's going to run about 9 minutes. There's a lot of stuff I did in this workout. So starting with the drop snatches, they are something new that I'm doing, so I am still getting used to doing these drop snatches. The goal is to get under that bar as fast as you can with as little upwards momentum generated from your legs. So I'm not very good at that right now, but I'm working on it. As you can see, I have a slight bend in my knee. I propel myself upward and then push myself underneath that bar and go down into an overhead squat position. I want to eventually make it where I can almost go with my knees locked out, straight down to the overhead squat, the bottom of the overhead squat position. These aren't very difficult at this weight at all. It's more of just me getting warmed up / keeping things light and making myself get under that bar faster. I don't know what the plan is going forward as far as training goes. I think these will probably be a staple of the workout. I kind of like them for warming up purposes instead of even whatever purpose they serve for training. But I'm doing 3 sets of 3 for these. This is 50 kilos. Nothing's too difficult here. I could probably bump up again. And then I moved into these hang snatches. Well, I should say snatches with a pause below my kneecap. I'm doing all these for doubles. I think I did 6 sets of these. And this is the first time I've done really work off the ground with a pause below my kneecap. And from watching the footage of these, it appears that I'm always pulling a little early with my snatch, so I need to stand all the way up instead of as soon as I get done with that pause. Instead of standing the rest of the way up, I'm pulling too early and throwing it above my head. It's not an issue with these light weights, but I work up to 70 kilos, I think. And you'll see me start to fail some of these repetitions, and that's the reason why. But otherwise, I felt pretty powerful. I felt really good pulling off the ground. I thought my positioning just off the ground to where I paused on my knee was very, very good. And I haven't had that confirmed by my coach yet, but it seems just from watching the video, from what I know anyway, that the positioning looks good in that aspect. So that's encouraging. Here's where you're going to see me start missing some of these these snatches with the pause below my knee. And you can see I'm just leaving it out in front of me, which means I'm not generating enough speed. And you can see on that one I almost miss it behind me. So there's a lot of variation on where these snatches are landing, and it's kind of to be expected because I'm not fluent with the movement. I'm not well acquainted to the movement at all with the pause. And like I was saying earlier, I'm pulling way too early on these snatches. So yeah, sorry, I forgot to mute the video on one of these clips. But it's a 2x6, so there's a lot of stuff going on. I didn't really consider them working sets until I got up to, I think it was 60 or 70 kilos. 70 kilos is what you're seeing here. So I've definitely improved on these as I went along, and I hope we keep these in the training program because I think they're worthwhile doing, especially for me since I have an issue with pulling too early. It just needs to be addressed now. Then I moved on to cleans with the pause below the kneecap. You didn't see much of a pause on that one, but actually I'm not sure if these were cleans. This is nearly a week after I've done this workout that I'm recording this. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I haven't had an opportunity to actually get back and analyze this video footage and do some commentary on it for how I feel about this. So yeah, I am pausing below the kneecap on these two. It looks like I'm doing 2 reps and then I'm jerking on the last one. These jerks are all over the place, and I need to. There's in the programming I'm doing right now. There's an assignment to do some jerks from the rack, and that's exactly what I need because these jerks are just becoming so inconsistent. The footwork's just god awful, and that really persists through most of these cleans where I'm pausing below the kneecap. Nothing feels solid really at all. I mean, the bar feels fast going up, but it's not being caught right, or I don't know what it is. I mean, if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it's more of me pushing the bar up instead of pushing myself underneath the bar, and it's just a subtlety with the clean, or not clean, a subtlety with the jerk that I'm just gonna have to start paying attention to. Instead of being more focused on my clean and snatch, I need to really put some time in on my jerk. But my working sets here are, looks like 78 kilos, and that's not really anything too challenging. This week is, well, I guess last week now it was fairly light, except for squats. That's kind of where the rubber hit the road, if you like to speak in the form of cliches. So yeah, these cleans aren't very hard getting out of the hole. One thing I've been focusing on is trying to keep my I don't even know how to really phrase this, keep my obliques tucked while I'm doing these cleans, and it seems like it really helps on my cleans of just feeling rock solid getting out of the hole and then catching that clean. I mean, my core doesn't shift forward or backwards or anything. I just feel a lot better coming out of that front squat position. So sorry again with the video stuff. And then the last thing I did was these squats. This is 110 kilos, 4, 5, and these weren't too bad. I mean, they look really good, really fast on film. They, of course, they feel a little bit slow in person, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna be going into a heavy squatting cycle, and really a primary goal of mine is to get stronger, because that's kind of what's holding back on my clean and jerk. So that's gonna be an issue, and I'm gonna be in the squat rack a lot for the next couple weeks, or well, I should say even like the next 2 to 3 months. That's what I need to do. But if anyone made it to the end of this video, I'm impressed. But thanks for watching, guys.